What the fuck is happening? 1 second. What the fuck is happening? Yo, what's up, guys? Are we lagging? Am I in? Hello, guys. I'm trying to do a stream right now from a hotel in Taiwan. I'm hoping that the hotel's internet is not super shitty. Is this going to work? That's what I want to know. When I just plugged in my sound machine, for some reason, it gave me a really odd sound, but that sound is gone now. Are we good? That's what I'm wondering. The 14 people that are here watching this right now, including Etigel Wong. What's up, dude? Hi, bro. How you doing? And Mr. Jong. Is this working? Does the sound good? And is the picture quality okay? Or is it like super duper laggy? Sounds good to re-upload. Blah. Well, guys, what's up? It's your boy Lila Farley. I'm in Taiwan. I'm from my hotel room in Taipei. I got a lot to talk to you guys about. I just got through a fucking gauntlet, a gauntlet, and I got to talk to you guys about it. I really do. But since it's my first Taiwan stream and it's my first English stream with Taiwan, then you guys already know I got Taiwan beer right here. So, to the 14 of you that have come to this English stream, the 16 now, cheers to you. Let me tell you guys why I earned this Taiwan beer. Your boy has done 6 shows in 3 days. 6 fucking shows in 3 days. Do you guys know what that's like? 6 shows in 3 days is really difficult. And it's not like the Mandarin that I'm used to. It's like all Taiwanese Mandarin. And there's these political talk shows where all these guys come on and they have like prepared talking points. I don't know if any of you guys are sports fans like I am, but there's a really good sports show called The Sports Reporters, where each of the sports journalists will like prepare something to say. There was also a show called Tough Crowd back in the early 2000s. Tough Crowd, where like these comedians would have something prepared to say. And these political talk shows, you know, you get a lot of heavy hitters that come in with data. Like these Taiwanese like political analysts have like cards with like all this information on it, or they'll go to this screen and point to all this information. And your boy has been on 6 shows in 3 days. 6 shows in 3 days. All with this, despite all these challenges, I still think I fucking killed it. Now, I'm not the guy that's gonna like pretend to be like I do think I'm a humble person, but at the same time, I'm not gonna waste your guys' fucking time by lying to you. I think I fucking killed it, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because over the last like 3 months, I've taken my diet and exercise really seriously, and every time I go out and I'm running, I'm always listening to Taiwanese political talk shows. I'm always listening to Taiwanese political talk shows so I can get used to the accent, but so that I can also understand a little bit more about Taiwanese politics. And I'm not talking some of the time, but 100% of the time, I go to these television stations. Okay, these are major television stations here, and you can feel the people around you just like, oh, this guy just got on the show because he's white. Oh, here we go. Some white dude thinks he's good at Chinese and he's going to tell us about our politics. Oh boy, here we go again. And every single time I get them laughing, and at least I get them to be like, whoa, oh shit. Okay, this guy actually knows what he's fucking talking about. Okay, this guy actually cares about this shit. And to that, I say, cheers to you guys. Cheers to my patrons and cheers to my members for supporting me to be able to even like, dude, I feel like Goku landing in Namek. And I just went against the Ginyu Force. Okay. I just went against the Ginyu Force and I kicked the shit out of the Ginyu Force. Now, in this metaphor, who is Frieza? Now, Mr. Jong, long supporter of the show. He was like, "Oh, English stream. Why are we doing an English stream? Let's do a real stream. Let's do a Chinese stream on the other channel." I got to be honest with you guys. It's because I'm exhausted. Not physically, but like my mind is exhausted. I've spoke so much Chinese in the last I spoke so much Chinese and it's like intense Chinese. And my brain just has to be on for just hours at a time. Um and I don't think I could do Chinese really well right now. And I really just want to relax, dude. All I want to do right now is I made it through this gauntlet. I have to check out of this hotel tomorrow. My parents are coming tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy like a Taiwan trip with them. But when my parents are here, I'm also going to do a video, at least one video with them, but probably two. And so I have a moment to relax right now. And that means I'm going to open up some Taiwan beer. And I want to talk in my mother tongue. Okay, 你能不能谅解一下啊? Can you please forgive me for wanting to speak in my mother tongue? I hope you guys can forgive me. Welcome from Taichung, dude, which is Taichung for those of you that don't know the fucking ridiculous spelling they have of English stuff here. 今天没有马里奥兄弟嘛, that's in Taichung. Piss-free beer. For those of you that don't know, this is a Qingdao beer reference where there was reports. Was there actual like video evidence of people peeing in the beer there? Like your videos so much. Hey, thanks, Richard. I appreciate that. Have I eaten? I ate a little bit. Yeah, I ate a little bit. I ate a little bit because I knew I was going to drink beer during this stream, and I'm really trying to watch my calories. I'm really trying to like, even though since I've been in Taiwan, I've probably gained like 3 pounds, maybe 2 or 3 pounds, but I'm working out every day, and I'm really just trying to maintain it because in Taiwan there's no light beer. At least there's not a lot of light beer, but Taiwan beer one, I think it's low calorie beer, or it's like, let's see what it says here. Yeah, there's something. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe it's more calories. Oh yeah, by the way, when I've been doing all these shows, I also recorded my own video. I also edited it last night, and it's gonna be out tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the main channel. It'll be in Chinese, but your boy's putting English subtitles on them because I love you. Drunk in Taiwan, not yet. Not yet. One of my biggest pet peeves in the world is specifically dudes from East Asian countries thinking that I'm drunk or high because I'm passionate and showing emotion. Right? I'm not trying to like shit on you right now. Re-upload bleh. But dude, if I'm drunk, you guys would be it would be a lot more obvious. Let me tell you that. Not to mention I haven't had any beer yet. So this is my first beer I'm having with you guys. If I wanted to get drunk, it'd probably take me about 8 or 9 regular Taiwan beers. Get a good buzz. Don't speak Chinglish. English. Some pics. Free beer. Video. No. Picture. Yes. Did you hear the news about Henry Kissinger? Yes, I did. Did you guys see Laolei? Laolei, the German rebel. Did you guys see his little Instagram picture about it? He was cheersing. He was cheersing to that. Oh, dude, I got to be so careful. If I go like this, it's like double chin city. This is the next thing that I got to lose right here. That's like 4 pounds. Sorry, I don't want to talk about this. 虽然我英文很差，但是乐乐很帅. Wow, thank you so much, Star. Thank you so much, Star. Yeah, I did hear the news about Henry Kissinger, and I see people celebrating, and I'm not saying that that's like a bad thing, but I am going to tell you that like I don't like the idea that so there's this guy, I'm not going to actually name him, but there's a lot of Chinese like influencers that do like the anti-Chinese government, Chinese speaking YouTubers that claim to have known all along that the Communist Party was like this, that they knew this was going to happen. They knew that this was going to happen. This was inevitable. And I just don't like playing Captain Hindsight, right? Captain Hindsight. where it's like, "Oh, you knew the whole time? You knew the whole time." Yeah, I'm sure you did, buddy. Because Li Keqiang in 2012 was making in his speeches, like really emphasizing that China's economy needs another humongous wave of privatization, similar to what they had in the 90s, and that might bring about some economic instability, but it's very necessary for the overall growth of the economy. Well, if that guy happened to be put in charge, would China's development actually have carried it towards a more liberal direction? We don't fucking know. And so to try and play this card of like, dude, I knew the whole time that this was not going to work. It's like, did you? Did you? In 2003, did you make a YouTube video that said, yo, eventually some dumbass dictator with a horrible education level is going to come to power and fuck everything up? Did you? No, you didn't. Well, Captain Hindsight, you can take your superpowers elsewhere because I don't know if I have time for that. I don't know. Now, what the fuck does that have to do with Henry Kissinger? I don't know. It's just like Henry Kissinger, I'm definitely not a fan of the guy. But at the same time, I just think we got to be careful when looking at historical figures with the modern day lens. You know what I'm saying? Stop tearing down our statues. I'm just fucking kidding. You know what I mean? You done good. Live it. Nice, dude. You gone done good. Live it. Did you mean to type that in like a southern accent? You done good. Uh I did lose a lot of weight before I came to Taiwan. I've been working out like crazy to try and lose weight. So I'm 199 pounds right now. And a year ago when I came to Taiwan, I was 230 pounds. So it's definitely a difference, but I'd still like to get about probably 6 more pounds lighter. I still got about 6 more pounds, but the smart way to lose weight, by the way, and I know that everyone is here for this topic. I just know you guys are here to talk about weight. The smart way to lose weight is to do it over a really long period of time by like making very slight altercation or changes, modifications to the way that you live, like your frequency of exercising, uh, the diet that you have. It's really diet is huge, but I just think the idea of like, oh my God, I have a wedding next month. I need to drop 12 pounds immediately. You will fail. I'm telling you, you will fail. Right. The key to actually to losing weight is like giving yourself realistic goals. In a year, can I lose 25 pounds? Right. Because that's a realistic goal. In a month, can I lose 25 pounds? Yeah, you could, but you're going to be fucking miserable. Not really a historical figure when he died yesterday. He had time to make up for it. That's a really good point. That's a good point. And what did he do? Did he make up for it? No, he went back to go went back to see Xi Jinping. He went back to go say what's up to Xi Jinping, and that's why I don't really like him very much. But he was also really fucking old. It's the same way I feel with Biden. It's like when people like come at Biden with so much hostility, it's almost feels like you're coming at like my senile like grandmother with so much hostility. It's like, dude, really? Okay, I get it. You might not like the guy. I don't know. It just feels weird, right? It feels weird going that hard at old people, and it shouldn't feel that weird. No, it should feel that weird, but that old of people and that senile people should not be in positions of power, Trump included. Like, I love when people like shit on Biden for absolutely having dementia. It's like, did you see Trump's last speech where he literally was like talking about how he beat Obama in an election? It's like, dude, these dudes are both way too old to be governing. Come on. Come on. Way too old. It's like, can they go on roller coasters? That's how. If you're that old, can you still go to Six Flags and go on the highest roller coasters? Taiwan beer, my first one. I got 4 though. So let's see if during the stream I can get through 4 of them. Every time I say that, I only end up drinking like fucking 2 because I always get distracted. 乐乐开了新频道啊. Yeah. So this English channel, I gotta apologize to you guys. I should have said this at the beginning. I should have apologized to you guys because I should have hit you up and told you I was going to Taiwan. I just drove 7 hours to San Francisco, and then I recorded a video all day, and then I drove 7 hours back, and then I edited that video for 15 hours the first day and 7 hours the second day, and then I got it out and had to get on a 15-hour flight to Taiwan, and then I had to, somehow get over a 12-hour time difference, and somehow I forgot. Can you believe that I had the nerve to forget to tell you guys? I don't want to try and play please give me sympathy card, but give me a fucking break. No, I'm excited for this English channel, especially because in the future I think I'm going to be in Taiwan a lot more. And I think if I'm in Taiwan a lot more, I think English content will be more and more exciting. But oh, dude, my hair is curly naturally 100%, and I would love for it to be straight. I would love for it to be straight. Okay. I hate when people are like, "Oh, dude, I love your curly hair." It's like, do you know how much I want to go like this with my hair? I want to feel hair blowing in the wind. Okay. Oh, someone fart. Good beer. Yo, seriously, this is Taiwan Beer's new beer. I don't know how new it is, but it's called the Gold. It's called One. Okay. Jinpai. But Jinpai is also another one. But this one's called One. And I'm actually a pretty big fan of it. Should we talk about Taiwanese politics? Should we jump in to the fucking circus that is Taiwanese politics? Because your boy has been 6.5 inches, but still above average. No, I'm not 6'7". 6 inches and above average girth deep in Taiwanese politics since I got off the fucking plane. Which, by the way, I got off the plane. This young kid in immigration, he was like, "Lila Valley." I turn around. No, he didn't say Lila Valley. He goes, "Farley." I turn around. It's the guy that works in immigration. He goes, "Oh, if you got a gold card, you just go here." And I was like, "Dude, I don't have a gold card yet. I'm applying for it." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Can I get a picture?" It takes years to put on a lot of weight. Why you think you can take it off in all foods? No, to put on a lot of weight, I totally disagree, Norman. I think that you can put on, dude, I put on 30 pounds in 14 months. And it was really stress and beer. It was stress. It was really a lot of it was stress, which also contributed to my jaw. Stress. You just gotta be. It's like dealing with stress when things start going well, or you are at a position in your career where you have to work harder in order to get to the position that you want to be at, in order to pursue your dreams. I think it's really important as an adult to figure out a good way to deal with stress. And I did not have that for a while. I wasn't like an alcoholic or anything, but you just got to figure out how to deal with stress. And I neglected my physical body to deal with it when things started going well with the YouTube channel. And then over the last, 7 months, I've just started doing yoga again. I've started to exercise constantly, smoking a lot of weed, occasionally taking some shrooms. And it really helps. It really helps, especially yoga. Even though that might sound so lame. They can't even climb stairs, dude. 怎么讲英文? Why are you speaking English? Are you still in Taiwan? Yes, April. I will be in Taiwan until December 20th. And I think we're going to do a meet and greet in Taipei on December 15th. That's Saturday. Do I have something in my teeth? Sorry. My bad. Seniors ruling the majority looks like commie stuff. Dude, oh, yes. Yo, live it. I totally agree. This is why I get so mad at stupid white people that think for some reason because it's an Asian government that you can't criticize them. And then that's what when I get my mind's in Chinese. When I get the label of racist thrown at me because I'm calling Xi Jinping an idiot and I'm attacking his policies, that somehow that's racist. I actually think the people that think that is racist are racist. It's because you're looking at an Asian government as if they're any different from you. It's like, hello, first and foremost, we're all human beings. Okay. That's the most important thing. And if you look at the Chinese government, or even if you look at a lot of the Taiwanese government, especially the KMT, there's just a lot of similarities in terms of the age. The age. Also, I got to be honest with you guys. Let's talk a little bit about Taiwanese politics. We're 20 minutes into this. Let's do it. So here's, I better finish this first. All right, let me sum up Taiwanese politics a little bit for some of you that are not paying attention as much as me. There's three parties right now that are really competing for the presidential office. There's the Kuomintang, which is the KMT. They were the ones that ran from China. I'm sure you guys are aware of them. And they're definitely historically have been more pro unification, specifically like one country, two systems type shit. Their candidate's name is Ho Yo-yi, so we'll just call him Ho. But since we're speaking English, let's just call him Ho. Yo, what's up, Ho? There is Minjindang, which is, I think, the Democratic Progressive Party, which is what Tsai Ing-wen, who is the current president, that's what she's a part of. And her vice president, Lai Ching-te, who now on we will call Lai, he's the one that's running for the Democratic DPP nominee. Hey, that's a good rhyme. And Lai is probably going to win. He's leading the polls. You should see this guy. I mean, I saw a picture of him. I was like, what is this guy, like 48? He's like 66. Asian people don't age. Anyway, let's not get distracted. And then there's been the emergence of a third party recently called Minzhongdang. And if you want me to tell you their English name, I have to apologize to you because I don't know what the fuck their English name is. But their candidate, his name is Ke Wen-je. And for those of you that speak a little bit of Chinese, I did a reaction video to one of a rap that he did, if you can call it that, on my main channel. Anyway, I'm sure you guys I'll live it, dude. You are really funny. He called Ho because he gone sold his ass. Yeah, let's get to that in a second. So let's start with Ke Wen-je, the guy I just talked about, who we will now refer to as Ke. Ke Wen-je, you know what? No, fuck it. Let's start with him and Ho. Because obviously I support the Democratic Progressive Party because they're the most anti-Chinese government. And by anti-Chinese government, I mean that they're fucking realistic about the Chinese government. And they're the only ones that have any fucking balls when they talk about the Chinese government. Because Ho and Ke, when they talk about the Chinese government, they're so good at sounding like they're sounding like they're being specific, but they're not. They're so good at like dodging the mines in the minefield. Like they're so good at like, it's like you guys ever see Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil, when there's that like laser room where all the lasers come through and they'll cut your ass to pieces. Like they're so good at like dodging these lasers. Whereas Lai Ching-te and the DPP, they'll just walk through the fucking lasers. And it always obviously has to do with the independence and shit. Now, the biggest difference between Ho, who is KMT, and Ke Wen-je, the emergence of this third party, a lot of their support is the youth of Taiwan. And a lot of the youth is really pissed about things like low salaries here, high property prices. And they like the emergence of this third party. And what I've come to realize since I've been here is I think their support for guys like Ke Wen-je comes from the fact that they don't know shit about the Communist Party of China. So when Ke Wen-je comes out and he says, you know what, we have to encourage dialogue with China. It's like, yeah, obviously everyone wants dialogue, but when China has a very important 前提, what the fuck is 前提 in English? A very important prerequisite, a very important condition that you first need to say that you're not a country and that you're actually a part of China. That's not dialogue. That's someone putting a knife to your fucking chest and saying, hey, let's talk. Should we go on a date? Anyway, Ke Wenje will say things like, hey, we have to have dialogue. And I know how we can strengthen our ties with China. Let's do it in 3 different phases. We'll do it culturally first, then society. In the last phase, that'll be politics. If you pay attention to China, let's talk about society for a second. What have been the most popular 2 Chinese films over the last 5 years? Wolf Warrior 2 and Battle for Lake Changjin. You know why those fucking videos are popular? The same reason that these uh, little pinky nationalistic influencer accounts get so much views and get so many likes. It's because the Chinese government is constantly using the idea of trying to invade Taiwan to distract their citizens from the otherwise piece of shit economy that China currently is in. Economic state that China currently is in, right? So you want to talk culture, and then at the last part, the last stage of interaction, then we're going to talk about politics. It's like, that's not how it fucking works in China, okay? So if you think that that's how it works, you're either stupid or you're purposely lying. And the reason I want to emphasize this is because the KMT or Ho, they do this thing where they're like, yo, the reason that the youth doesn't have like a lot of really high paying jobs and stuff like that is because the Democratic Progressive Party fucked up our relationship with China. They fucked up our relationship with China, and it doesn't matter if you hate China. We need to work with China to develop our economy. It's like, dude, they didn't fuck up the relationship with China. The person that fucked up the relationship with China is known as the chief accelerator. Okay? He's the chief accelerator, and his name is Xi Jinping. To think that the Taiwanese government is responsible for fucking up the relationship with China is ridiculous, dude. Look at China's relationship with the rest of the world. It was also fucked up by Xi Jinping. So there's this lie that is pervasive in the KMT and Minzhongdang, which is called the Taiwanese People Party, which is Ke Wenje. There's this pervasive lie or this misunderstanding that the Democratic Progressive Party, the one that's currently in power, fucked up the relationship with China, which fucked up the economy, which fucked up the life for both old people and young people. You and I both know that that's fucking bullshit. And that's what I've really slowly but surely tried to start to understand here in Taiwan. Now, I'm not going to pretend like the Democratic Progressive yes, I'm not going to try and pretend like the Democratic Progressive Party is perfect, and I'm not going to pretend like I know so much about what's going on with like the issues in Taiwanese society and stuff like that. But I know the Chinese Communist Party. And so today I went on this political talk show and I said, listen, China definitely helped Taiwan's economy develop. But this is like you were dating a dude with an 8-pack. 6 years ago, he had an 8-pack. Now he's an alcoholic with a big fat beer belly, and you can smell his disgusting breath from 15 feet away. Right? This is the comparison I made. The answer is to not hope that he gets an 8-pack again. The answer is to go find another boyfriend. And guess what? The Democratic Progressive Party has done a fantastic job of strengthening Taiwanese ties to America, to Australia, to Japan. I mean, 6 years ago, if you talk to Americans about Taiwan, they'll be like, yeah, the place with all the lady boys, right? It's like, no, that's Thailand. Listen. And now today I saw Andrew Schultz, the comedian. He was making jokes about Taiwan, China, and all this stuff. And the American audience is loving it. which means that we actually know what the fuck is going on in Asia, right? That's why you vote for the fucking Democratic Progressive Party. They're doing a good job. That's my spiel on Taiwanese politics. We got it done in 10 minutes, 9 minutes. How about that? Taiwanese politics in 9 minutes from your boy Lula. Don't remind me of the laser room scene. Yeah, because it's pretty awesome. I used to love Resident Evil, man. I used to love Resident Evil. I used to love those games too. Not to say that the game's gotten worse. It's just not my style of games anymore. I need more fast stimulation, like Halo or World of Warcraft player versus player combat or FIFA. They forget that their children and grandchildren will have to live in what they will create. Yeah, it's like the same idea. Little Pinky is cell phone home, right? Yeah, Little Pinky is Chinese nationalists. Chinese nationalists. CCP versus CCP. So to conclude my findings thus far in Taiwan, the Taiwanese youth don't know a lot about the Communist Party. They just don't know a lot about it. And how much can you blame them? Obviously, China's their biggest threat. China's the biggest threat to their future and their children's future. And China's the biggest threat to our future and our children's future. And China is the biggest threat to the Chinese people's future and the Chinese people's children's future. So the question you always have to ask yourself is, how much should you expect people to know and to care? How much do you expect people to go and try and actually figure out what's going on with the Communist Party? I struggle with this question, you guys. I have to be honest with you guys. I struggle with it, because if it was me and there was a totalitarian dictatorship 110 miles away, I have no idea how big the Taiwanese Strait is, by the way. I'm probably going to sound like an absolute idiot there. If it was me, though, I would care. Like, let's say Canada was a totalitarian. No, that wouldn't make sense. If I was Mexican, hola, señor, yo me llamo Alejandro Farley. If I was Mexican and America was a totalitarian dictatorship constantly threatening us, where online there was a really popular saying that said they were going to leave Mexico, like they're going to leave Mexico, but they're not going to leave any Mexican people there. Which, by the way, in China online, there's a very popular saying that says "liu dao bu liu ren," which means, hey, we're going to get the island, but don't leave anybody there. We don't care if there's anybody alive when we get the island. We want the island, right? Would you care if you were a Mexican amigo and America was doing that, was saying shit like that, and was threatening you? Would you care about America? And the question is, what does it look like to care? My opinion is, what it looks like to care is it's a part of your culture. And I don't see that here. I don't see it in the stand-up. I don't see it in the arts here. I mean, think about Team America, right? Post 9/11, which obviously the primary difference here is their 9/11 was an actual attack on America, and there actually hasn't been a enormous attack on Taiwan yet. But even though Team America is not here to teach you about the Middle East, and it's not here to teach you about the war in the Middle East or anything, it's still a part of our culture. Right? It's still a part of, I got 5 terrorists going south on Durga Street. What is it? Bakalaka Street. Wait, let's see him act. Durga. Muhammad Jihad. Oh, Durga. That would be really funny to see a Taiwanese comedian or someone to do a joke about that. You've been drinking? You've been drinking? I hate when people ask me that. I'm 1 beer in, Dustin. Is that going to be okay? Can I get permission? Can I get permission to drink this second beer? Because I just summed up Taiwanese politics in 9 minutes. But it's all right. It's all right. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on how much you might think I've been drinking. By the way, my summary of Taiwanese politics is definitely subjective and has a lot of blind points, but I'm just trying to give you guys my own analysis. Oh, great comparison. Ellie El Valley. That is a really fucking funny joke. Wow. That's a really funny joke. Yo, I should fucking use. The thing is, I couldn't do that joke in Chinese. And if I did it with an English audience, they'd have to know. They'd have to have a pretty decent, like, international perspective. Canada is totalitarian. They can seize freedom with no cause. Yo, Canada is so lame, dude. They took off Big Gay Al's Big Gay Boat Ride, that South Park episode. Have you guys seen that episode? It's like super pro gay. So much so that at the time when it came out, which was the early 2000s, gay groups, I say gay groups, LGBT groups came out in support of the episode. It preaches tolerance. And Canada has gotten so fucking superficial with their political correctness that they took the episode off. Thanks, Justin. Why don't you go paint your face brown again, you fucking loser? Jesus Christ. That really did piss me off. Livet, are you Canadian? What the fuck is going on with you guys? Maybe for Halloween, I should be Justin Trudeau doing blackface. What a hypocritical sack of shit. Team America is freaking hilarious. I do too. I love Team America. I love the South Park guys, dude. They're my biggest inspiration. My biggest inspiration comes from the South Park guys and Sacha Baron Cohen. Those are like my two. That's like where I get all my shit from. That's where I get all my shit from. Dude, I gotta be honest with you guys. Let's talk about when I went to San Francisco. And again, I infiltrated these little pinkies. Just like Sacha Baron Cohen does, but I obviously am nowhere near as talented as him. But just to expose the ridiculousness of their logic in those moments where, there was a point where I had like almost 100 Chinese people around me with their phones. You guys are going to see it in the video that I post tomorrow. It's like 100 Chinese people around me with their phones out, and they're all buying into it. They're all buying into the lie. Dude, there is no drug on earth that will give you that rush, bro. That will give you that rush. What a fucking rush, dude. It is crazy. I cannot describe to you guys what happens to your heart in those moments where it's like, oh my God, they're buying it. Okay, don't fuck this up. All right, the camera's rolling. Here we go. Let's see, what questions should we do? I mean, it's just crazy. You just got to prepare. Even though like those videos, when I go into their like camps or whatever, it looks like I'm having a good time and it looks like I'm kind of freestyling and stuff. I do so much prep. I do so much prep work for that stuff. Yep, just checking. Dustin, here's the thing, if I'm fucking drunk, I'm not embarrassed to say it. Right? Bellman, I'm really scared for your health, please. Please, Bellman, I think that you should be scared for your own health. If I'm drunk, then I'm going to tell you guys that I'm drunk. You know why? Because I wouldn't be embarrassed about being drunk because I'm in good shape. Bellman, what body fat percentage are you rolling with, bro? Okay, I take great care of my physical body. Great care of my physical body. And because of that, when I get done with 6 recordings in 3 days, which, by the way, I still have to do my own video tonight and tomorrow, then you're goddamn right. I'm going to have some fucking Taiwanese beer while I'm doing an English stream where I can say fuck as much as I want because these streams are not monetized. I'm not making any money right now. I'm doing this out of pleasure. And I'm doing this because it's a long-term investment with you guys. And if that means I want to have a little bit of beer, that doesn't mean that you should be scared for my health. Bellman, you should have hit me up like fucking 3 years ago, dude. I'm doing pretty great right now in terms of my health. Bro. All right, I don't think a similar version of Team America is going to come out of Taiwan, though. People here are still pretty serious about politics. Jonathan Fung, that is so funny because those political talk shows that I've been on, it's a circus. Taiwanese politics are a fucking circus. I don't think it's serious at all. I think that they try to be serious about it. Here's the mentality that I went on these talk shows with. I went on it with the mentality of a comedian going on the morning shows in America. You know, where everybody's like, okay, here we go. This is how I'm supposed to be. And I'm just to be like, I'm here, cool, calm, and collective. Trying to be like, it's like a comedian on a morning show. I, to be honest with you, Jonathan, and I don't know if I'm completely right in this. It's just like what Henry Ford said. If at the time I asked people what they wanted, they would have said a new bicycle or something. It's like a quote like, people don't know what they want, right? Until you give it to them. The political talk show that I was on today, I was making jokes and having humor and stuff. And this very serious host, this woman, Ningguan, who is I mean, this woman works so hard. She is like honestly such a hard worker. It's incredible. Dude, I had her dying with laughter. I had her dying. She literally put her head, she was like, it was so funny to see this woman who's so serious all the time, unable to control herself and break down in laughter. You know, so if someone's never tasted milk chocolate before, they're gonna think that like dark chocolate's the best type of chocolate. It's like they might not know. They might not know that they love milk chocolate. How's that for another great simile from Lilith Farley? Damn it, we are 40 minutes into this and I haven't even got through 2 beers. Hey guys, this is to who just said they're scared for my health? I don't remember. This is Bellman. This is to you, Bellman. Matt and Trey are geniuses. Can't imagine they're still making South Park so many years after. Did you guys see their recent movie, Into the Pandaverse? Oh my god, it's so funny, dude. Into the Pandaverse. I hate the pandering that Disney's done so much. Like that is definitely worked into my YouTube algorithm. I hate all this bullshit pandering that has gone on. I hate it so much. Actually, I find it so racist. But whatever. I'm just a straight white guy, so let's not care about my opinion. Why don't you cast me as the bad guy again? Don't want to fuck it up when in a crowd and you're trying to persuade them. That's exactly what it is, Broken Cipher. That's exactly what it is. It's like, this is my moment. This is my moment. Are you going to capture it or let it slip? Right? Are you going to capture it or let it slip? You exposing those paid pro CCPs, whatnot, while it's going on is the most hilarious thing. Yo, re-upload bleh. Wait till you see this next video I got, because I had so much footage from this last event that I couldn't fit it into one video. So in this next video, I really go into like the details of what's going on behind the scenes, I guess you could say. And I think it's really interesting. Oh, longtime supporter of the show, Wuhan Institute of Virology, still easily top 3 name. Is it the best name? You know, Wuhan Institute of Virology is also Will Smith slapping Xi Jinping. Those are definitely among my top 3. I don't know what the other one is, though. There's definitely another one in there that I'm just forgetting. There's only one beer to get drunk off. Taiwan beer. You know what? You know what your boy's going to do here? I'm taking my father to a Taiwan beer brewery in Tainan. And I brought my goddamn overalls. And you know what else I brought? Okay. You don't think I'm fucking serious about Taiwan beer? What, you think this is a fucking joke? Let me ask you something. Do you think that this is a fucking joke? So I'm gonna take my dad to the Taiwan Beer Brewery. And you know what we gonna do? Person that thought I was hurting my health. What's your name? Bellman, you know what we gonna do? We gonna get drunk on the taste of motherfucking freedom. Motherfucking freedom. Hey guys, by the way, before I did all these political talk shows, you know what I did? I also did a stand-up competition here. I've been fucking grinding. Okay. So please forgive me if I want to have 3 beers on a Friday night. And the reason I want to bring that up is because when I was waiting to do this stand-up competition, I was talking to a Taiwanese comedian and he was like, yo, can I record you and ask you some questions? I was like, well, hold on. What do you want to ask me? And he was like, I just think that the beer advertisements in Taiwan are super lame. I really like the Taiwan beer ad you did. And I think that the Taiwan beer advertisements are here are super lame. I was like, what you mean? And he was like, if you look at them, they're all like these really beautiful, like thin women or like really thin guys that are really clean and cool cut and all that shit. And I just don't think that that reflects like the people that actually drink beer and like what it feels like and like the environment. And I was like, dude, that's a premise. I was like, yo, that's a really good, that's like the beginning of a script. And I immediately had the second episode of Taiwan Beer, boom, flashed in front of my eyes. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about it, but I'm trying to get that shit done while I'm here. Dude, I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of plans of stuff to film while I'm here. It's been pretty easy to try and get people around helping me do it. Because they're like, Lila Farley, the guy that did the Taiwan beer commercial? Do you play classic WoW SOD? Not yet, but I absolutely 100% fucking will. You bet your goddamn ass I will. You know what I like about playing World of Warcraft? I can listen to Chinese podcasts while I play. You're tired, happy. I get like this when I'm in great shape. It's your body producing endorphins. Live it. This is so true. This is so true. I just have such a sense of accomplishment right now because I did a Taiwanese stand-up show in Taichung. And then I took a fucking train all the way back up here. And I did 2 shows. And I just finished this last one. And here I am. And in between that, I shot, wrote, edited my own video too. And it just feels good, man. It's just like you have to give yourself some type of reward. If you're gonna grind, if you're gonna like work really hard for like the next 4 or 5 days, you need to give yourself some type of like light at the end of the tunnel, something to look forward to. And the idea that I honestly think a lot of Asian people really don't understand that well, especially like older ones, is like it's just like when to relax. You know, it's like they just don't understand. You can't always just be grinding. In fact, you need to incentivize yourself to grind, whether it's losing weight or working hard. You got to give yourself some rewards. I mean, dude, you guys, I'm sure have seen, like before I started doing YouTube full time, like, dude, I was like 6% body fat. I'm sure I don't want to talk too much about this because I want to sound like a narcissistic asshole, but I was absolutely shredded. Okay, and the way that I got there is not just by being like, no, you cannot have any chocolate. It's like, yo, I cannot wait on Sunday. I'm going to watch the Redskins get their ass kicked again, and I'm going to have some chocolate. So you got to give yourself some rewards. You know, you can't be too serious. Bellman, the heart. Now, well, there you go. You appreciate it. By serious, I mean it's treated like a religion. Lol, no one can make fun of this dude I support. Jonathan, that's that Huaxing. Let's just call it Huaxing. Hey, but I think that's probably a little bit more common in America too, where people are like, nobody can make fun of this guy I support, because you see it on both sides. Obviously, you see it with the Trumpy people because you have a personality cult there. And then with the Biden people, it's just different. They're like, dude, how can you fucking shit on Biden? You realize that if Biden doesn't win, we're all fucked, right? It's like, I'm gonna shit on all of you, and I don't give a shit about it. Welcome to Shitty Woke. Take an order, please. My favorite part about the South Park Asian character is he's actually a white guy with like multiple personality disorder. I also watch Chang Yisha shows too. Some of the guests are hilarious. Yes, and some of them are smart. That she has a wide variety of guests, or he. 大家帮忙按一下赞. Everyone, please don't forget to throw your boy a like, maybe even subscribe. Thank you so much. Crack me open another Taiwan bird. MV 的味道回来了. Yes, your boy is working on music videos. I have songs. A part of me is just thinking like I should just do. I don't want to talk about that right now. Part of me thinking I should just like really simplify my music videos, but I just need to be. You need to start paying. They need to start paying you for those ads. I don't think they ever will. Even though you're absolutely goddamn right they should, I don't think they will. Because I've met so many Taiwanese people here, and they know me from 2 videos. They know me from Taiwan's protest, and they know me from Taiwan beer. Gotta see Lila doing stand-up here in Taiwan. Yo, Jonathan, I did Mandarin open mics in LA, right? But 90% of the audience was Chinese. So I could make jokes that were references to Communist Party propaganda. And what I've realized doing stand up here is like, oh, Taiwanese people are not exposed to Communist Party propaganda every day. So I cannot use that punchline. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to figure out how to make a Taiwanese audience laugh. It's hard. It's not easy. It's definitely hard. Have you seen the Taiwanese WoW ad that was done with Buddha? No, I have not. I saw the Lich King though. You got to give yourself a break sometimes to avoid burnout. That's the key, dude. That's the key. And it happens a lot with YouTubers. Dude, I 100% agree with that. Especially with YouTubers, because we do a job where it's like, I could work 12 or 13 hours every single day for the next 4 months. And even though I might start to develop a lot of physical health issues, I'll be able to make more money and become famous. And then maybe I'll be happy. Then maybe everything will go better. And it's like, that's, that has its own toxicity to it. So you have to try and find some type of balance, which means giving yourself a break. Which, speaking of break, guys, that's about it for this stream. That's about it. I had a goal of drinking 4 beers, and we got through 2 1/4. So we did our best. But, dude, I got to get back on the grind tomorrow morning, guys. I got to get back on the grind. Got a new video coming. Really excited about it. It's really well filmed. I put a lot of time into it, so I hope you guys like it. Dude, I don't know where I'm getting these bruises. You see these bruises? Where? I have no idea what happened. Maybe I ran into a door or something. I'm just forgetting. Done already. Lightseeker, you better be fucking kidding me. I posted on Patreon, brother. I thought you were coming. I thought you were coming. All right. Hold on one second. Lightseeker's here. Lightseeker is my fucking boy. So we'll do 5 more minutes for the absolute fucking man, Lightseeker. Lightseeker, whose voice I could hear in the back of my head, like my mother's. How the fuck are you not going to put English subtitles on your videos anymore? You sack of shit. You better fucking do that. Even though I don't think you said that ever. Actually, I know you didn't say that. But I was just, maybe it's in my own imagination where I'm thinking about this stuff. Lila, new virus in northern China. Should we be worried? Obviously, the Communist Party is lying. right? So we all have to understand that no matter what we hear that's coming out of that area, it's going to be filtered, lied, twisted, or whatever. It's not reliable. At the same time, a really big problem with China is they don't separate the hospitals, right? So they just have hospitals where, like, yo, did you break your shin? You're going to the hospital. Yo, do you have a head cold? You're going to the same fucking place, right? So they don't have a good division of hospitals. And because of that, hospitals could get overrun a little bit more easy. But the other thing that's way more important is Chinese people do not trust the government. Now, now, yeah, now, the thing is, I want to say Chinese people don't trust the government, and people are going to be like, "Hey, wait, Chinese people all love the government." What I mean by that is they unconsciously don't trust the government, right? They unconsciously don't trust Baidu, China's search engine, right? So if your kid is starting to show certain respiratory issues, you need to blow, or you're blowing your nose and you're blowing green shit out your nose. What do? You fucking Google it, right? You Google it. The average Joe is here too. Oh my God, we cannot end the stream. We can't end the stream. We can't end it yet. We got Taiwan bear here. Chinese people just can't just Google it, and they also don't even trust what they're going to Google. They don't even trust like the results, right? So instead of trusting the results, I'm just going to go to the hospital so I can try and get a professional opinion because love it or hate it, I think it's a really charming quality about Chinese parents is they're willing to do whatever the fuck they can for their parents. I mean, for their kids. Chinese parents and Asian parents in general are willing to put everything aside so that I can like help my kid, and now that obviously is a double-edged sword. Obviously, they can also, have a really bad aspect where it's like, my kid has to get good grades or whatever. Anyway, you just have this society that doesn't have any reliable sources of information, and whether they unconsciously or consciously know it is up for debate. What is not up for debate is because they lack this reliable source of information. When something happens like a respiratory illness, like mini pandemic goes on, not only are they going to start freaking out, but the rest of the world is going to start freaking out. The rest of the world is going to start freaking out. So what do we do? What do we do? What can we do? Close the borders. Racist! Racist son of a bitch! This hotel, my fucking neighbors are going to think I'm crazy. My neighbors are going to think I'm absolutely insane. Lula, heart, no homo. Yo, Lightseeker, I have to tell you, I've also thought about you another thing. So last time I came to Taiwan, Lightseeker asked me how the Taiwanese women were in terms of how hot they were. And my answer at the time, and still to this day, was listen, compared with places like Los Angeles or New York or Chicago, it's like, yeah, those places definitely in terms of like average hotness, I think are way hotter. But Taiwanese dudes, as a straight guy, Taiwanese dudes, you get some pretty like hot guys here for sure. This time, I gotta tell you, Lightseeker, I see one woman a day on average. I would say at least one woman a day that makes me go like, whoa, whoa, you are so incredibly attractive. But I gotta pretend like I'm not like that. This is not like. I gotta pretend like I'm okay. I'm gonna still go on with my day, right? I gotta be honest with you. Okay, I just gotta be honest. Some people are gonna be watching this show that are not really familiar with me, and they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck? Is this some frat douchebag?" I came here for Taiwanese political analysis, and you're going to sit here and tell me that on average, every day, you're going to see a 9.5 to 10. What an asshole. Unsubscribe. It's okay. It's okay. Unsubscribe then, dude. What kind of work can I find excluding English teaching jobs in Taiwan? Bellman, I'm not the person to ask that question. I'm really not. I haven't had to update my resume for 4 years, so I'm really not that person, but I do think Taiwan is awesome to live in. Seriously, I think Taiwan is really cool. But I have no idea what you would do here other than teach English. I'm not the person to ask that question. I'm really not. You should ask Sea Milk, Lawai 86. But he also is a really popular YouTuber, so but he probably has a much better understanding of it. Ask him. Dude, those guys, their show quality right now is really high. And the lore they have in their show, it's super impressive, man. It's super impressive. If they say it's nothing, worry. Yeah. Are you enjoying Taiwanese architecture? Yeah. Also, but I went to Taichung, which the architecture is obviously shitty as fuck. But then I went looking for good architecture, and I found all these old, like, Japanese, like, buildings that were, like 90 years old, and they were really cool. So I was like, you know, you take with the good, you take the good with the bad. Do the right thing. Ask Prosy. What is that? Who's Prosy? Who be Prosy? I lived in Taiwan for about 4 years. Where'd you live, Broken? Broken Cipher, where'd you live? That's what I'm curious about, because Taipei is obviously like the economic, social, and cultural and political center. But the weather here sucks so much fucking balls. Yeah, okay, so I went to Taichung. So I was in Taichung for 4 days, and the weather was so nice. It was so good. It was like 78 and sunny every day. 78 degrees. What the fuck does Lila mean? Like 23 degrees Celsius? No, I took like 24 degrees Celsius and sunny every day. And I could walk everywhere too. Taichung was like small enough to where I could walk everywhere. I'll tell you my biggest issue with Taichung. They still use this dumbass spelling system where they call it Taichung. Um, there's no public trash cans. There's no public trash cans. I'm gonna do a fucking video about this on my other channel. This phenomenon in Taiwan. There's not enough public trash cans. Which people can be like, just go to a 7-Eleven and throw away your trash. Fuck that, dude. You need public trash cans because public trash cans spur consumerism. I'm not gonna buy a Gatorade if I'm gonna have to worry about carrying around the bottle when I'm done drinking it. Dude, my parents are gonna get here tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait for my dad to get his first shit from 7-Eleven, like buy his first food or drink or whatever. And then when he's done with it, he's gonna be like, he's gonna look around. I hope I can capture it on video. I hope I can capture it. He's gonna be like, okay, fine. I don't see a trash can here. We'll walk another block. He's not gonna see a trash can again. And I hope I get it on video. God, I hope I can get this on video. Where he's gonna be like, yo, where are the trash cans? I don't know. And I hate that when I bring this up to Taiwanese people, they're like, dude, just go to a 7-Eleven and ask them to throw it away for you. It's not 7-Eleven's job to manage the public waste of Taiwan. Your government needs to step the fuck up and recognize that, yes, public trash means that you're going to have more public dumping, but the benefit of that is you're going to increase consumerism. And I guarantee you there is statistical analysis out there that like has literally analyzed the number of public trash cans and how that stimulates the local economy, especially the retail economy, right? I'm not crazy in this. Dude, when I came here last time, I was like, kind of joking about it. After going to Taichung or Taichung, and I didn't see a single public trash can, I was like, yo, I got to do a video on this. I got to do a video on this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You guys have like incredible healthcare, but you can't afford some fucking trash cans? Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, California of Taiwan. That's exactly what I keep describing it to people. The weather was incredible. Is gangster town. Yeah, that's what people told me, that it was like gangster town. I don't know what a Taiwanese gangster looks like. So honestly, what can I do? Taichung weather is much better than Taipei. Yes. Also, if you enjoy old Japanese architecture, go see Taichung. I went. I went, Jonathan. Dude, I'm a huge Taichung fan. I liked it a lot. I had a really good time there. I'm a huge fan. Also, it was an hour train ride to get there. I'm such an idiot, dude, because I just am so inexperienced with Taiwan that like I would have been much better off like finding somewhere to put my big ass suitcase here, taking my backpack and just going to Taichung during the day, take a train back. And instead I just went there, got a hotel and all that shit. But it's like an hour train. It's an hour train. And the Taiwanese people on the train are really incredible. The train is obviously really clean. It's kind of old, but people are so quiet. There was this kid behind me on the train, and he was making like a little noise. And the mom was like, "Come on, come on. Respect people's, respect the silence around you." And I was laughing because I was like, dude, that doesn't even happen in America. I mean, actually, that's such a stupid thing to say. That doesn't even happen in America. It's like, no, America also, I feel like, is probably among the more loud countries, but I just thought it was funny. Prosy is a YouTuber also teaching English. Yeah. So obviously, I don't fucking know who he is because if you look at my YouTube, it's tiny Taiwanese politics now, Chinese politics, World of Warcraft, and like bear facts, shark facts, and like prehistoric dinosaur facts, specifically like Jurassic. Yeah. Yeah, no, not even not actually. It's not like restricted to eras. It's more like restricted to animals, right? Like the Spinosaurus. How much do we know about the Spinosaurus? I'm a weird fucking dude. I'm a curious guy for really weird things. Like, how? What is the most dangerous bear? And also, how big is a Kodiak bear? It's not teaching English. I'll tell you that. Yeah, lived close to a temple that was notorious for gangsters. Shit. Frazzy full-time YouTube now. He hung with ADB boys back in China. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, right. Isn't Frazzy that English dude? Forgot his name. Oh, he's in Taichung. Oh, that's why we're talking about him now. I know now. Yo, speaking of Alan, by the way. All right, we're an hour and 8 minutes in here. Let's just we're an hour and 8 minutes in. Let's just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. We don't have to talk about politics. We don't have to talk about China. We don't have to talk about Taiwan. The first thing I got to tell you guys about, the show Invincible is halfway through season 2. You guys should fucking watch Invincible. I really like this show. Not only do I like the show, if you guys are really interested, you should read the graphic novel too. The fucking Invincible graphic novel is really awesome. Obviously, it's not on the level of Watchmen for graphic novels. Your boy loves graphic novels, but dude, it's close. Yo, Invincible. If you guys just want to get yourself lost, like if you're going on vacation soon or something, I really like it. I'm a really, really big fan. I cannot recommend it more. And the reason I just thought of it is because you said Alan, and one of the characters in there is Alan the Alien. Sorry. All right, let's get back to serious shit. Can you believe the CCP? It's still nothing out. It's much work. It's much more organized crime, like gambling, loan sharks, and drug trade. Oh, sounds like my kind of shit. I'm just kidding, dude. I've had multiple Taiwanese fans come up to me and be like, "Yo, I know you like to smoke weed, right? Dude, you want to go smoke some weed?" And I'm like, "Let me tell you something about weed. If you smoke weed where it's not legal, it's not a very fun high." I don't like to pretend to not be high. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to also pretend to not be drunk. which is what I was saying before. If I'm drunk, you guys will know because I'll tell you, shit, dude, I'm starting to feel this beer. You know, I'm okay with experiencing the honest way that I feel. And so I've had multiple Taiwanese fans, including people that run into me on the street. Yo, you're Lola Farley. Can I get a picture with you? By the way, I know you love weed. You want to come back to my house and smoke weed? It's like, dude, no. No. I'll wait till I go back to California where I can smoke weed in front of the police officer and he can be like, yo, is that sativa or indica? And I can be like, yo, dude, I don't even know anymore. He can be like, yeah, my boy. Maybe it's just because I'm a white guy. I don't know. I do not want to do it here. I do not want to do it here where it's like, I really hope I don't get put in a really scary prison for 8 years. You know what I mean? T-Rex versus shark versus bear, who would win? Obviously, it matters the environment that they are in, right? It matters the environment that they're in. Let's say, for the sake of debate, that they're in like 8-foot water, like a shallow coast. T-Rex is going to win that for sure. T-Rex. And let's say it's a tiger shark. T-Rex is still winning. T-Rex, dude, the most powerful jaw ever. You're fucking done, bro. You're done. Now, what if we're in shallow waters and it's a tiger shark versus a Kodiak bear? We can do it. Let's just do a great white shark versus a Kodiak bear. It depends how deep the water is, right? Because if it's a great white shark, a female great white shark, they got some good girth. They're not going to fit in 6 feet deep water. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see bears, dude. I gotta go to like a fucking bear, one of those bear farms. I gotta go to one of those. Tainan is also pretty exciting. So that's where I'm going next week. I'm going to Tainan as well. I got to tell you guys this. So I was on this political talk show today, and the guy sitting next to me, super handsome Asian dude, by the way. I'm complimenting Asian guys so much. People are gonna be like, "Yo, is Lila gay?" Oh, I wish I was gay. The guy sitting next to me, he was really smart, and he had like a bunch of like data and like economic data and stuff to support his facts. Whereas like a lot of other people, you know, it's more of like the show, which I'm not saying one is worse than the other. I actually like the diversity in these shows. But we were in the elevator together after the show, and I complimented him on his like research and shit. And he was like, "Yo, you should go to an island called Mazu, which apparently has like a lot of historical significance during the recent world wars." And he was like, "Yo, if you want to go, I know the Democratic Progressive Party like representative there, and maybe he could hook you up with your family, and you guys could have like a private tour and all that shit." And I was like, "Oh my God, yes, please." So we'll see if that works. I can't say too much about it. I can't say too much about it. No speak the English law. It sounds like you speak a lot of the English law. Oh, I love he is starting to answer it seriously. Oh yeah, of course, dude. I'm gonna answer that shit seriously as fuck. I love that those type of questions, bro. Since we have Lightseeker and Average Joe and Wuhan Institute of Virology and my new best friend Livet, we might need to open the fourth final beer. 啤酒放太久就不新鲜了，不好喝了. Yes, you are correct. If you just leave the beer there, it does not taste good. It goes flat. It goes flat. All right, I'm gonna get the last beer here, guys. I'm gonna do this for the boys. I'll tell you what the younger me would have done. Younger me would be like, "Yo, it's Friday night. I'm 4 beers in. I've been working my fucking dick off for the last like 9 days. You know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm going clubbing. I'm gonna fucking dance, and I'm gonna express myself rhythmically until I cannot feel my pants. Nice rhyme. I would have done that until about 28. That's really when it started to change. That's really when I started to be like, "Oh, is that fun anymore?" Like, is that a good time anymore? Because I really enjoy the morning. Am I the only dude that just really likes mornings? I love getting up at like 7:15, you know? I love a good cup of coffee in the morning. I love listening to the Dog China show. You start to do a little bit of a little bit of balancing act where you're like, is a nightclub where I'm gonna hear all the things they say, all the games they play. Du, 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 boo, 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 boo. Excuse me. I might drink a little bit more than I should tonight. I might try and take you home with me if I could tonight. Is that really fun? Am I having a good time? Or am I just like in this charade of lights and girls in short dresses and dudes with their arms like this going, duh, 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 that I temporarily feel some type of like stimulation that makes me think I'm having a good time. But am I actually having a good time? It's like once you get older, you're like, I'm definitely not having a good time, especially when I compare it to the time that I have in the morning, which is, oh, I feel great again. What are we going to do today? First, we obviously have to start with some language study, and then I'm going to go work out. Oh, and then I got an interview at 11:30, which, by the way, I do have an interview tomorrow with local media, obviously. um, but fuck, dude, 4 beers. 4 beers is the right number, right? 4 beers is the right number. Aren't you married? Do I have a lady in my life? Yes. Are we married? I'm not really convenient to talk about it, and I'm definitely not convenient to talk about whether or not it was to help someone with a green card, because obviously that's illegal in America. So there's no way I would ever do something like that. But let's just say I'm really happy with my life, okay? Flied lice. Have you seen the Taiwan? No, dude, I can't do Legos. You cannot do Legos. What is your opinion on the development of bicycle paths in northern Sweden? Oh, that is funny. What a weird question. It was in your act. Yeah, of course, it is in my act. It's still in it. Oh, Janie, I know exactly who you are. Yo, Janie, yes. The funny thing about good comedy, Janie, is when there's a little bit of truth in it. When there's a little bit of truth, that's good comedy, in my opinion. Does a random Chinese city look worse than Taiwanese random Chinese in terms of the ugly building stuff? Dude, Taiwan maybe appreciate U.S. architecture. Yeah, Taiwan's architecture is definitely overall. It does not scream like what's Taiwan's like GDP per capita? It is at the level of a developed country. When you come here and you look at the architecture, it doesn't feel that way. But then, like in somewhere like Taipei, there is like more developed areas. Like the area I'm in right now reminds me of Pudong in Shanghai. It's a little bit more wealthy. Your boy got 67% off on a luxury hotel. I don't have any relationship with Booking.com, like formal relationship, but I'm also a level 3 genius on Booking.com, and your boy may have been able to get a really luxurious hotel for 3 days at a 67% discount. So these last 3 days have been pretty terrific. Does a random Chinese city look worse? Yeah, the thing is, random Chinese cities is also the same thing. Qiancheng Yilu. Qiancheng Yilu. We studied that in Chinese class. which comes from the Chinese idiom "qian pian yi lu," which just means like 1,000. In Qiancheng Yilu is like 1,000 cities with just the same. Oh no, actually, what it was Qiancheng Yimian, which is the 1,000 cities the same face. In China, even if it does seem like a more developed city, it lacks individuality. And the only time you really see a lot of individuality in Chinese cities is honestly when they have a little bit of Western influence, right? Shanghai, Qingdao, Harbin, Hong Kong, right? You need Western influence. Which I'm not saying, actually, you don't need Western influence. You know what you need? You just need foreign influence. It doesn't have to be from the West. It could be fucking Japan, Korea, Indonesia. It could be anywhere. You just need multiculturalism to help your architectural style, and to also find like some type of individuality in your architectural style. I think. By the way, I'm saying that as someone that doesn't know a fucking thing about architecture. Okay, I hope we're very clear about this. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to architecture. I'm colorblind. Okay. Why did he say he was colorblind? How is that relevant to anything at all? It means that I just don't really visually, I don't see things as well as people. I don't see like matching as well. Okay. Yes. I'm all over Taiwanese news right now. You are correct. Top 10 GDP per capita PVP. Taiwan really strong. Yeah. Purchasing power parity, though, I don't really care about it too much. Singapore architecture is dope. Yo, Poondog, I gotta go to Singapore, and I also gotta go to Malaysia. I met this comedian here who's a Malaysian comedian. Really smart guy. Also, this guy is like short, really soft hands. And this guy looks like an honestly just really gentle human being. And then you hear him speak, and it's like, yo, this dude's a fucking badass. This dude's a badass. Do not judge a book by their cover, bro. And he's Malaysian. And he was telling me about Malaysian politics and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, Malaysia sounds really interesting. Like maybe that's the next thing I need to like dip my toes in, because they also use simplified Chinese characters. Let's go simplified. I'm about to get my neighbor's about to knock on the door and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on there? 乐乐可以在台湾上很多节目. Yes. We need you to come perform closer to Thousand Oaks. That place in Los Angeles had some crazy street. Oh, yeah. That place I performed that night, yo, that place is crazy. Which I love that. That place in Los Angeles. You mean downtown? You mean the center of Los Angeles? Downtown Los Angeles? Yeah, it had some crazy. I love that you said street dwellers. I think you misspelled meth heads. I think you misspelled crackhead. LA is crazy, dude. LA is three cities shoved into one. I showed Taiwanese architecture to a Russian. He said Taiwan was about similar to it's about similar to a cruise. Singapore looks rich. Have you been to? No, I don't even know. Is Kaohsiung? What's the Chinese? I just hate the English spelling system of Taiwan. The whole rest of the Mandarin world uses pinyin to spell English cities, and here's Taiwan. Like, are you gonna go to Taichung? Oh, you mean Taichung? Taichung and Taichung don't sound similar at all. Taiwan, update your shit, bro. They're not gonna do it. Singapore and Malaysia have very strict laws. No gum chewing in Singapore. Yeah, I heard that. I don't care. I don't chew gum anyway. My jaw's fucked. Best Malay cities, KL. Oh shit, you have experience. Here's my question. Malaysia. What are the beaches like? Are they nice? Can I go scuba diving there? Did you guys know that I have a fucking master's scuba diving license. I can go under 30 meters. Does anybody care? Does anybody care? Does anybody care that I love animals? Okay. That I'm interested in the natural world? Does that mean anything to you? Or are you just here for some Taiwanese political analysis? You should do some stand-up comedy here. I mean this tour. No, dude, I'm just not there yet. Demon. I'm like a perfectionist, right? So I just am not confident enough with my stand-up. Like, for example, the stand-up competition, the show I did the other night in Taichung. Afterwards, I told all of my friends, I give myself a 5.5 out of 10. Right. And I even told one of my good buddies here who's going to be one of the editors for the footage that they took from this competition. And he was like, yo, one of my friends was there and they said that you were really funny and they really liked your stuff. And it's just like, I don't know. If something doesn't go perfect to me, it's the same thing with rap. It's why I take way too long on this stuff. I just have to like, I don't know. I'm a perfectionist. What can you do? Oh, Kaohsiung. No, I'm not going to Kaohsiung anytime soon. That'll be next Taiwanese trip. They use some Wade Giles. I have no idea who that is. Go to Peng Hu. Great scuba diving there. Okay, great. Also, broken cipher. You gotta get the spelling of there correct. That's poor. that's not gonna do. Great scuba diving their pants have. Love scuba diving too. Me too. Scuba diving super peaceful. It's super peaceful. When I started scuba diving as a young man, I was the classic like right? But now with the key to scuba diving is relaxing, right? So in using your lungs for buoyancy and not constantly like you just like what I do when I scuba dive is that put the arms there and just you just gotta relax. You really gotta relax. And some people can't do it. It's almost meditative. It's like it's really cool. Scuba diving is a wild experience. My brother is a professional scuba instructor. Yo, that's sick, Janie. That's really cool. You should have your son become a professional scuba diver. Malaysia, yeah, 不错. So, Manglue, your English understanding is top level, but you just know that I know Chinese. So you're like, fuck it, I'm going to type Chinese. Fuck this guy. I like that. I respect that. If any of you are watching and you feel comfortable typing Chinese than you do, more comfortable typing Chinese than you in English, no problem. No problem. I can't believe nobody complimented my ability to mimic fucking Pitbull there. Excuse me. I might be blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember what I did, but I was just in the moment there. God damn it. It's all right. I guess I suck. The phonetic system in Taiwan is wild. Some places use the other Wade Giles system, others use Pinyin. It's a mess. Yeah. Jonathan Fung, my opinion is you guys need more comedy. You need comedians to come in and call you out on your fucking bullshit. Why the fuck is Taichung Taichung? Right? That is stupid. It's dumb. I just cannot accept Taiwanese people being like, well, you know, it's a different phonetic system and we've used it like that for a long time, so we're not going to change it. Change it. Change it. Change it. Is this 1874? What the fuck, dude? My bad. I've had one too many. Broken. Respect. Respect to you. I respect that you admit that. I respect that you're not upset that I call it out. And I respect that it's Friday night and you've had one too many. Because you should have one too many. Lila, when are you going to learn Cantonese? Never. Never. Every time I hear Cantonese, I almost got into a southern accent there. Every time I hear Cantonese, I think people are about to kill each other. Would the CCP send mercs to murder you? You know, that's a legitimate question, but if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I look at the Chinese people that are a part of the anti-CCP Chinese speaking community. I see them around me at these events. I see how brave they are. And I'm just like, am I really going to be scared? Am I really, because I'm scared of getting murdered, I'm just not going to I'm not going to speak out? Look at these people. By the way, a lot of them are women. Look at these Chinese people. They have way more to lose. The Chinese government can threaten their families. It can threaten their money, all this stuff. And they're still here speaking out. So it's like, what are you going to do? Right. Now, am I going to sit here and pretend that I don't worry about that? Of course I worry about that. Of course I worry about that. But I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm just not going to. It's just not the way to do it. In my opinion, it's not the way to do it. I just have so many fucking brave Chinese people around me, that are so inspiring. So when you have ballers like that around you, you look at yourself constantly and you're like, what am I doing? And how can I do it better? Yeah. Speaking about that stuff makes me heavy. I could cry when I speak about it because I find Chinese people that speak out, I find them so inspirational. And they don't get a lot of attention either. They don't get a lot of attention because Americans are Americans are worried about what's going to go on with the Cowboys Eagles game this weekend. Tajahal Buen Guerno from Italy. Hello. Penang. Taiwan really took the pedestrian hell serious. Got called out by NBC or so. It works. Yeah. Taipei is still a pedestrian hell. Taipei is still rough to walk around in. It's still rough. Those scooters fly by. When those scooters are coming at me at fucking 38 miles per hour in an alleyway where there's nobody there and I'm walking by, I'm telling you, what I do is I put myself in a position where are you going to hit me? You ready? I put myself like I'm a middle linebacker. If any of you are American, I'm like, yo, are we going to do this? Am I really about to fucking hit you? Because fuck you, I'm trying to walk by. It's a little alleyway. You really need to be going that quickly, dude? Relax, bro. You'll be safe as long as you're disguised as Winnie the Pooh. Well, oh my God, what the fuck is that? Taiwan has fast trains. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Inside Taiwan. So in Taiwan, Lila, are you drowning in Puxi? Your little friend is clearly a fan of the Lila Farley channel for a long time to be able to make that joke. I definitely have had women reach out to me and approach me and stuff like that, but I'm in my 30s, guys. I'm smarter about that shit. I can see it. It's a trap. General Akbar. It's a trap. Yeah, I just don't fuck with that. I'm here. It's like business for me. I'm here on business. I'm here in business. But I'm also not going to lie to you when you ask me a question like that. The worst is when they drive on the sidewalk. Yeah. I've also seen people biking on the sidewalk when it's like super thin sidewalk and they're going the opposite direction. It's a little bit frustrating, for sure. For sure. All right, guys. I think we've done it. An hour and a half. We've done it. Is my fourth beer done? Nope, it's about halfway. Well, I'm probably not gonna finish it. That's it, guys. I'll see you next time, which I don't know when next time's gonna be, to be honest with you guys, but maybe I could take this stream, or I could take parts of the stream, I could edit them into their own clips and put them on the channel. I think that may be a good idea. Something like that. Because I don't know next time I'm gonna be able to stream. Honestly, I gotta be 100% honest with you guys. Starting from tomorrow all the way to December 11th, I'm booked. I'm fucking booked. And then December 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, I can relax. 15th, we're having a Lola Farley party in Taipei. 16th, rest. 17th, prepare. 18th, show. 19th, show. 20th, out. It's kind of scary to think about, but whatever. Sometimes you just got to look into the abyss and say, fuck it. All right. Love you guys. Until next time. Until next time. Peace. Peace. And that's my motherfucker.